Shalom Akim, Shalom Yasharallah. First off, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rokaha, Kodash, giving double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth to rule well. This is the brother Izar, and I'm going to be going into the mark of the beast. You know, I've been going into it for these past 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, and that's just something really important that we have to know, man. All right, what is the mark of the beast? You know, because you might say it's this and that. All right, you have a lot of camps saying that's the embargo. All right, you have a lot of camps saying that it's a philosophy. You know, but when it comes down to the scriptures, they can't break it down. They can't break it down except for Revelations 13, where it talks about the mark. All right, but that's why we give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, because they've broken it down and they've shown us. All right, the true leaders of Israel have shown us what the mark of the beast really is, what it represents, what can be done with it. All right. So going into the scriptures, you know, it's clear that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. You know, but before I start that, let me get Isaiah chapter 33. You know, because when that time comes, you know, who are you really going to pray to? You know, what are you really going to, not just who, but what names are you going to invoke in your prayer? All right, what names are you going to be speaking to? You see, all this stuff is important, man. All this stuff is important to know. You see, it's not just going to be at the end times. You know, when stuff really starts hitting the fan, you know, it's not just going to be anything, you know, like a lot of people like to say, oh, you can say whatever name you want to say as long as you're directing it to the Most High. And that's not true, man. That's not true. All right, that's why we're supposed to know the names. All right, rehearse the righteous acts in the land of our captivity. In the land of our captivity, we will also remember the name of the Most High, and we would also go back to our heritage and remember who we are. And not just that, but also sing that new song. And what is that new song? It's the scriptures. They've never been heard like this before. All right, before time, until, you know, our elders started waking up to the truth. You see? So the mark of the beast isn't anything that's just going to be something simple. All right, it's going to be something you're going to have a lot of faith in and really believe, and you're going to have to choose whether you want to live or die. All right, that's why Yahawashi, our Savior, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, that's why Yahawashi said, you know, in those end times, you're going to have to choose. You know, you're gonna have to choose whether you want to, you know, if you gain your life, you're gonna lose it, and if you lose your life, you're gonna gain it. All right, and that's for this truth, man. All right, it's for the truth of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You see, it's not just any type of, oh well, I lost my old life I had. Does that mean you're saved? No. All right. You know, you have a lot of simple jakes out there that they want to get these type of things confused. But ultimately, it's because Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is not dealing with them. You know? And that's why the brothers that are in this truth, constantly we have to give thanks to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for him allowing us to be dealt with. You see? Because we didn't get into this truth by our own wits, by our own strength, by our own will. All right? This is only through the will of Yahawah, the Most High. All right, and everything falls under. You see? So let me get that in Isaiah 33. I'm going to start off at verse 1. It says, Isaiah 33 and verse 1, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled. All right, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. Alright, so without the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, these words are just words, man. These words are just, something that was written thousands of years ago. But Yahawah and Yahawashi has made it known that this scripture is particularly, talking to Esau Edom. You see? Because the self-proclaimed, the so-called white man is the devil. Alright? Now you look at this world, like it says in 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 9, it tells you that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So you really have to look at this world and realize and have that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that this world does not belong to everybody. Alright, that's what they want you to think. They want you to think, hey, this is a free world. You can go out there and you can be anything you want to be. But not so, man. You can't be anything you want to be. Alright? Because if, having that self-will, that Aleister Crowley Khan, he believed in do as thou willest. You could do whatever you want in this world. But that's not true. And a lot of Christians, I've heard them say, hey, God just wants you to be happy. Alright, but they don't even know what the word God means. They think that's his actual name, man. Alright? That just goes to show that they don't do study, which I know because I was in that part years ago. I was in that same situation where I would just talk out of my heart, man. I wasn't actually studying and reading and, oh man, really, that's what that was. Oh, okay. Oh, so the Israelites used to say the name of the Most High. Oh, so the Israelites are actually the people of the Most High. Oh, so the Israelites is the world without end. All these things I never asked myself prior, to come into this truth. And that's just because Yahawah and Yahawashi wasn't dealing with me. Alright? Now the water Yahawah and Yahawashi, whenever all these things started coming into play, alright, and I was able to actually go through certain things, and after I read certain things, understand certain things, and the Spirit revealed to me certain things, alright, through the brothers. So hey, this truth, man, you could tell is here to stay. Like that Pharisee said, when the Spirit of Yahawah and Yahawashi was working with the apostles, that Pharisee was like, hey, if this be of the Most High, let them do what they want to do. Let them do what they're gonna do. Alright? If this be of the Most High, it's gonna stay. It's gonna stick. But if it not be of the Most High, it's gonna be done away with, man. Alright? It's gonna wither away. And that's true. If it's not of the Most High, it's gonna wither away. Just like this kingdom. Alright? That's why Esau is the end of this world, because he's not of the Most High, man. Alright? That's not something the Most High has set up for a permanent matter. You see? So the kingdom of Esau Edom is going to be done away with. And what's going to be established? Jacob. Alright? The kingdom of Jacob. The kingdom of Israel. And that's going to be forever. Alright? That's the same thing that Nebuchadnezzar, even Nebuchadnezzar, saw the glory of Yahawah and Yahawashi. Even Nebuchadnezzar looked and he was like, you know what? He is. He is. The Almighty is, man. Alright? He rules in the kingdom of men. Alright? So Esau Edom was set up by the Most High for a reason. Alright? And Jacob was brought down low for a reason. Alright? All these kingdoms that were set up, they were all set up for a reason. Alright? And now that reason is coming to its end. Alright? The dessert is already being eaten right now. Yahawah and Yahawashi is going to make you spit it back out, man. So let me read that first verse again. It says, woe, this is Isaiah chapter 33 verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled. Now let me look that up in the blue letter, to get a clear understanding. saying. Salakia. Isaiah 33 and 1. Woe to thee that spoilest. Alright, and woe. Woe means destruction. Alright? Woe means destruction. So destruction to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled. Now that word spoil is Shaddad, alright? And it means to deal violently with, despoil, devastate, ruin, spoil, alright? To violently destroy, to devastate, to assault, alright? So to violently destroy. Now who was violently destroyed, man? So who could this be talking about? Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled. So who were the people that were spoiled? That's our people, man. Alright? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the 12 tribes of Israel. Alright? Those are the people that were spoiled. You see? Those are the people that were destroyed. By who? By the conquistadors. Alright? They might call themselves different names. Spanish, English, French. Alright, you even have some Edomites calling themselves African. Italian. But you also have Jakes that are Italian, French, alright, supposedly English. Alright, they call themselves American. But woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled. Now the people that spoiled were the self-proclaimed white people. Alright? They spoiled the house of Israel, which is made up of 12 tribes. Alright? The northern tribe and the southern tribe, alright, the northern kingdom and southern kingdom are the 12 tribes of Israel. And those are the people that were spoiled by you Caucasian folk. Alright? By you self-proclaimed whites. Which you're not white, you're red. You see? But that makes up, you know, the tribes of Israel are the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans. You see? So you spoil those people and you haven't been spoiled, man. You can still see your kingdom, you know, it's slowing down now. It's not flourishing like it used to, but you know, you can still see your kingdom and it's still standing, man. Alright? Babylon the Great. Make America great again. Alright? So this place, pretty soon, is going to be spoiled. Destroyed. Alright? We understand we're going to go through a time of trouble like never before, man. There's going to be a time of trouble. You know? Now, speaking to my father and letting him know, you know, that there's going to be a time where, because he basically wants his children, you know, he wants his kids, my father, he wants his kids to, you know, be successful in life. He wants them to have good careers, good paying jobs. That way you can secure your life, you know, and he knows a little bit about the scriptures, you know, but in reality he doesn't. Because, you know, he was saying that wisdom has to increase. And I was like, yeah, I understand. But the wisdom of this world is folly. The wisdom of this world, it's useless. What are you going to do in the end times? All right? When the mark of the beast is presented, what are you going to do with your degrees that you have? Nothing. Because without that chip, you can't do anything. So what's really going to matter in the end times? And that's this little book. Alright, that's what's really going to matter in those end times. That's what's really going to come into effect. That's where the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is really going to be the stability of thy times and the strength of your salvation, man. You know, and he wasn't understanding what I was saying. But he kept on going on. No, you know, you have to learn. And how are you going to bless others if you don't have anything to bless them with? Hey, this is all you need. How do you bless others? Well, you don't ultimately. All right? It's only through the power and spirit of Yahawah and Yahawashi whom he chooses. All right? But with the little bit of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that was given to you, and you pass it on, that little bit can grow up to be a tree. He might end up being more than you, you know? But at the end, hey, like the scriptures say, at the end it shall speak. You know? It's gonna let you know that, hey, what you're doing, it really does have an impact, man. All right? People are gonna be, you know, listening and increasing knowledge, increasing wisdom, increasing their understanding in the scriptures, you know? And eventually they're gonna start going off and not going off like off the scriptures, you know, like in a bad way, but they're gonna go out and start doing the same thing, preaching preaching the gospel in the name of Yahawah and Yahawashi to the Israelites. All right, to the only ones that can seek salvation are the Israelites. More specifically, there's an elect. All right, but to the Israelites it's going to be preached, you see, that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So what we're supposed to do is repent and go back to our power, man. Go back to Yahawah and Yahawashi, because that's the only one that can save. You know, like you could read that in the book of Daniel. Matter of fact, let me get that. Daniel 4. You know, what Nebuchadnezzar had mentioned, that no one can be saved but through Yahawah, all right, the Most High. You know, this is Daniel chapter 3 and verse 15. Now if ye be ready, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, the flute, harp, the sackbut, psaltery, the dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if you worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of the fiery furnace. Who is the power that shall deliver you out of my hands? All right, so that was Nebuchadnezzar saying, who's going to deliver you out of my hands? All right, so jumping down, all right, because those three guys that Daniel was with, his friends, his brothers, all right, they answered Nebuchadnezzar. And it says in verse 17, if it be so, our power, whom we serve, which is Yahawah, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. All right, so only the Most High can deliver you in those times, man. You know, and eventually they were cast into the fire, but they weren't harmed, man. They weren't touched. All right, they were the only ones that were delivered through the belief that they had in Yahawah, the Most High. And now in these times, likewise, we will only be delivered through Yahawah HaMashiach by the spirit and power of Yahawah. All right? So it's to us that we have to learn, you know, like it says in Revelations 3, I believe, you know, let no man take thy crown. So once you come into this truth, you're supposed to keep fighting, man. Constantly, a constant battle with the flesh, you know, with these spiritual demons. To really go hard and read more, all right, understand more, and go back and do it again, you know? Because there's been times that I've read a book, you know, I've read a whole book, And then I go back, and when I go over it again, hey, that book had a lot more stuff that I didn't see the first time. Alright? So the ones that are spoiling the Israelites are the so-called white men, alright, the Caucasian, and also these heathen, man. You know? So to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, hey, we have to go hard for Yahawah and Yahawashi, man. Alright? Because if we don't, we're going to be lost in those days. You know, we're going to be running around like chickens with the head cut off, man. So let me jump down to back at verse 1. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. Alright, and that time is coming. Yahawah and Yahawashi is going to turn Egyptian against Egyptian. Alright? Which it didn't happen during the time of the Exodus. You know? So that's a foreshadow of what's going to happen now, man. You know? All you so-called Americans are going to be